Upon mentioning this, your guide Baynor, who Deft accidentally hired the wrong person, basically told you that there is a beholder that was in these tunnels, and so you decided to kind of pursue that. So currently, you've been traveling, I think this is our 4th day underground. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Look at my map. Okay.
See, I remember we made it to a huge treasure room. Treasure everywhere.
You're not necessarily wrong.
Filthy rich with magic items.
There just might be other things in there with it.
There's
There's items.
He's looking at it. What's that? I feel like that's different. Oh. There it is. Haha. That's like I was just reading this like 5 seconds ago. Yeah, so you went into the Underdark, hired Baynor, your dear beloved guide, who, for all intents and purposes, reeks horribly bad. You got turned to stone at one point. That was fun.
You did tell me about that.
They did kind of cure that. And so now, after traveling, you are working through apparently a newly constructed maze that leads to the area where the beholder resides, so you can get that component if you're lucky. So, last we left off, you had traveled through the tunnels. You had actually even found a very infected spore dragon, a couple of spore golems, among other things. You did have some issues with things falling from behind, but thankfully you had a wonderful little brief 6-hour visit from Sitesh, which proved very useful in holding that off for a bit of time. As you guys have kind of moved into this area, now that you've cleared the other side, Gronkum decided to jump in this pool to go inspect what was the other end, finding a broken stone hand holding on to the pedestal. Looking down, you can see like bits and pieces of a stone body that kind of matches the hand that looks like it may be separated at some point. As he noticed that, the water between Ari and Gronkum from the east to the west just kind of moves. What you guys doing?
Attempting to connect.
It's a connection saboteur NPC.
How could you know?
It's everyone's business. You'll never see it coming because you'll never connect. It's all right. Your other character's actually doing pretty good, Airbus. Oh, he's AFK. He didn't hear me anyways. Excellent.
I'm gonna cast a little magic missile at whatever's going towards Gronkum.
Roll perception check. You kind of see that the water has moved, but you don't see anything to actually cast your spell at. It's just like you heard it and you're like, huh?
Okay, I'll just stay alert then.
What about you, Gronkum? Since you're actually...
Oh, can you unlock Gronkum for me?
Oh, yeah. One sec. Gronkum. Let's see. There you go. You are free.
Thank you.
You're also one level too high.
Yeah, I remember. Sime.
Other than that, I think, let's see. Max, I don't know if you're taking your 11th level in Paladin or not.
Where we leveled up?
Yeah.
Snap, crackle, pop, hold up.
Yes, you can level up.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know I leveled up.
It's all good.
Oh, snap.
I thought of a wonderful idea for a D&D thing. I've been watching way too much Sesame Street working from home. It's just say it's disturbing.
I'm not sure if I should be excited or concerned.
You should be
I
very
want to know
decent.
the
Why not
thought
both?
process there.
Because we're all a bunch of Muppets.
Oh no, you would be normal.
The whole world would be Muppets.
All the things trying to kill you, perhaps. Oh, it
Reminds
wants
me
a
of
hug. Ah!
Have you seen that Imagine
I'll
Dragons
be ready.
video?
I think so.
Can't remember which song. They're in like a gladiatorial pit or like an underground fighting pit thing, fighting Muppets.
Oh no, I haven't.
I'll
Now I need
find
to
it
watch
for you.
it.
It's
So.
fantastic. It's an awesome video.
Alright, so he's leveling up and you're swimming in the water, Grunkum. Now that you are unlocked, what are you doing while you're sitting there treading water?
What exactly do I see?
With your last natural one, I believe it was. Not a whole lot. You see the water moving. You heard the water move. Like, it happened behind you. You didn't see it happen live. And then you can just, like, you're catching the tail remnants of it.
It's kicked me again. I think I'm going to have to do the cash trick again. Or
What's on the pedestal?
Roll investigation check. I know you found the hand, but let's see if you find anything else.
also, how close is Ari to Grunkum right now? And did she see the water move?
The roll a perception check for you. It's 5 foot square, so
I can't roll a perception check right now.
35. Oh, are you not?
So assume it's a 6. No, I got kicked again, so I'm opening up
Gotcha.
campaigns and doing that.
Let's see. Perception for you. Your +2 modifier gives you you rolled a 2 for a 4.
Yep, 6, exactly as I said.
No. You rolled a 2 + 2 for a 4.
Oh, that was close.
You were pretty close though. So yeah, no one actually saw the thing moving. You're all just hearing and seeing this after it happened. Grunkum, you see the hand that's connected to the side of the pillar. You look on the top of the pillar where there's like a little nice platform stand. It looks like there's like an indent where something possibly goes here, but it is currently missing.
And the hand is just holding the pedestal.
So the hand is like broken up. So it's like with almost like someone was hanging out of the water. They got turned to stone, and eventually the weight of their body just broke off. So there's like the hand holding onto the platform, and then like they're stuck further down. They don't even go all the way down to the bottom of this watery area, but they're probably like 40 to 60 feet down right now. You can kind of see.
And there's nothing on top of the pedestal, so there's nothing for me to grab.
I mean, you could like move up, but the roof here, from the where the water is to the top, is only about 5 feet.
As far as Gotham can tell, there's nothing on top of the pedestal.
Correct.
So Gronkum would turn around and start heading back to the party.
You swimming quickly, slow, normal?
Normal.
Okay. You begin to swim. Lucky son of a bitch. You make it across without issue.
Well, that was a dead end. Wait, Gronkum, take a look down this hallway.
Sure. There's a bit more, it kind of goes to the end, and then it just goes down. You kind of slide out of the water, stand up. The actual tunnel is much bigger itself once you get past the lower area with the water. All right. Where to, folks?
Well, looks like there's only one way to go.
All right. Who's going first?
Gronkum will go first.
All right. Roll a perception check for me, Gronkum, just as you look down this tunnel. Kind of see it goes down to the end of a long tunnel. You do notice some strange holes in the wall.
I would like to check for traps.
Investigation.
Uh,
That's not too bad. You kind of look in as close as you can. There's definitely holes in the walls on both sides. But as far as that, you don't see much else. But there's several small holes in each side of the wall.
hey, Tanya,
Yeah.
for a second.
Okay, I'll go over to Grunkle.
You throw me down the hall.
Yes.
But I don't touch the ground since I'm flying.
Are you still flying?
I can be.
Oh, it's up to you. Are you flying?
I was actually thinking about flying down the hallway while looking for traps.
Oh, you have a broom, don't you?
No, I have the boots.
Oh, the boots. Yeah. Wait, no. You can't have the boots. Oh, wait. No, you can't have the boots because Gronkum has the boots.
No, I can make the boots. It's my thing.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the things you pick. Correct. Okay. So,
We never actually got my item yet because we couldn't figure out one.
we'll figure it out. All right. So you want to fly?
Yeah, I'll fly down while looking for traps.
All right. Roll an investigation check. How close do you want to go?
Just
The
above.
actual squares. So
Just
you're
above,
where he is? Okay.
just above the ground, and I'll start making my way down the path.
Roll with advantage because he did point it out to you. So just roll one more. Your first one was better. The last one was a nat 1. The first one was a 5. It's really hard to say. It definitely looks like it could be a trap.
Can I find the end of the hallway then?
I mean, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll keep going to the end of the hallway.
So you're still flying. So go ahead and move yourself square by square. So far,
Your
so good.
health is low. I think the child is gonna die. I think if
Welcome shrugs.
All right. As you get closer, roll another perception, another investigation. So you guys just watch this. She's kind of just hovering over the. Okay. All right. You kind of look. Now that you're over this and looking in, what kind of? You have enough tools. You look in. This is some sort of projectile trap. You kind of look and see. It's probably something to do with the tiles on the floor. As you've been hovering over it, you haven't seemingly triggered any of these. Other than that, you do see some spider webs at the end of the hallway, but that's about it.
I'm gonna slowly go towards the end of the hallway.
Okay. So now you're getting to like where all the spider webs are.
Okay.
They're not like
I was
the
about to
ones
say,
we did in the competition. No, not. They're not like super thick. It's like
Are they-
typical spider webs.
I was gonna say, are they typical spider webs or giant spider webs?
It's like your Skyrim / the spider webs to walk through as you're hacking through.
I'm gonna stop here. Look, are there any holes in this area right here?
Here there are holes still, yeah.
I'm gonna look down around the corner.
So you're going through the spider webs, you burning them, cutting them, just going?
I'll use firebolt or whatever I have to burn them as I go.
Okay. So as you go to burn it, you hear a snap. I need you to roll. Actually, no, you don't gotta roll anything. I will roll it for you. As a 21. You watch as from the end of the hall, out of a large hole, shoots a giant arrow. You take 11 points of damage. I rolled really low. You maintain your concentration with a nat 20. The arrow keeps going. Why did I get advantage on you? Do you have something else giving me advantage? You did not reckless attack. Let me reroll that. Boop. Gronkum, you take 23 points. Ferris, this is a tough one. Ferris, roll an acrobatics check for me. As you see this flying down, it passes, it like shoots through Tawny, kind of hitting her through the side. It kind of strikes Gronkum, and it's coming close to you. You just kind of like drop as it smacks into the wall at the end.
Drop is in out of the way or from lack of hit points?
Out of the way. Seemingly,
If this attempt does not work
And where did
to
it
get
come
in, I'm
from?
gonna try and restart my computer.
From down south or from the west?
it came from the west.
Does this appear to be a trap or something else?
Yeah, he was going through, and it looks like when he was clearing out the spider webs, there was also something in there that was not necessarily spider web, that maybe looked like it, that triggered just a different type of trap. But it looks like it was kind of a one-time trigger.
Watch it, will you?
Okay.
Grunkle's danger sense and him paying attention to what happens to Tanya. Is there any way Grunkum would be able to avoid that?
It was more so for your location. There was no really anywhere to jump out of the way. Also due to your size.
I'm just gonna look back at the telephone pole that just punched into the wall or dropped beside Theros. Is everyone all right?
It's a sizable arrow. It's probably like 3
So
feet.
how big's the hole in my chest?
So
It didn't really hit you like in the chest. It kind of like hit you to the side. You have a very sizable piece of your side that's just been kind of pulled away, and you're bleeding profusely out of it. Like, medic!
Just
This was extremely expected.
Why do you guys always send the kids into danger? Why didn't you guys send his
well,
cat?
because usually when we try not to, they
I thought about it. I should have. I was
You
actually
can
gonna.
always build a new cat.
True, but I don't want to
we
lose a
always
new.
get a new kid, Nobel.
We can always get a new kid. Isn't that right, Death?
Stop, no.
Death has a collection.
Don't hurt me like this.
Yeah, but I don't think I can do what other people do with the cat, like they do with the cat. I don't think I can actually go into it like you can with a familiar.
No, unfortunately. But you could like have it just go run through and trigger all the traps.
I was gonna see if I could disable the traps, and then that was the original plan.
Well, you figured out one, and you technically did disable the other. Oh, and you do also see now that you kind of get out. You see it kind of opens up into a larger area.
The holes in the wall here that I would get hit if the cat triggers any more traps.
You look, there are no holes in the wall here.
Yeah, then I'll just have the cat run down the hallway.
Do I have time to go grab some coffee? I don't know what turn order is.
Yeah, well, we're not in combat order right now anyways. We're just kind of walking carefully.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some coffee. Be right back.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'll just have the cat run across the hallway then.
All right. How much does your cat weigh?
I don't know, how much does the homunculus weigh?
Well, it's not so much that it's a homunculus. It's a metal cat with a cannon strapped onto it at occasional times.
Heavy enough to trip the trap.
What's the damage that his cannon does?
3d8.
Okay.
And remember, the cannon's in its mouth.
True. Okay, I'd say it's probably like a good 80 pounds all in. And I was gonna say, if it was like the little cat in the picture, it would be great, except it would have to be a robot cat like you made, because otherwise the cat would be deaf. Because the gun like literally goes right over its head. I like this stuff. All right, so as it runs through, just roll an acrobatics check for him, just for shits and giggles. Let's see.
How do I roll an acrobatics for it?
If you double click on it, it should open its card. It doesn't get a bonus, so it's just a +2 on a d20. It just wants to make you happy, Dark.
I'm just saying, since it's the ground, they wouldn't be expecting an animal to be that low, so there would be no traps there.
You watch. Clink, 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 clink. You just watch a bunch of things kind of smack into it. It doesn't take all of the damage of this attack, but it takes.
Hey, you
Four
never
darts.
never got back to me on that thing I messaged you when I was creating this character.
Which one? Remind me later. I'll take a look. All right, so that's two
But-
of them hit.
It actually has to do with the homunculus.
I don't remember. Josh, remind me.
Because it says the heart, basically the thing that you use to create the homunculus, it doesn't. It says when it dies, it drops. So I was wondering if I could just use that same one to remake it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't see why not. All right, so you don't take any of this damage, but you do take 4 points of damage for the first dart. 2 points on the second dart. How much hit points is your homunculus supposed to have? Before I throw my
2d4.
2d4. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a lot then. Okay. Third dart. He just watches the last two and it just crumbles.
And there's a little gem just sitting there.
Yep.
Kind of just looks depressed and goes and gets the gem while flying.
So she hovers back. Do you have mage hand or anything? Or are you gonna use like your actual hand to pick it up? And here's a good question too. Are you picking up all of the parts, the damaged parts and everything for it, or just the gem?
I'll pick up all the damaged parts, but I'll use my tools so I'm not putting any pressure.
How are you gonna do that?
I'll pull out my tongs
Okay.
and then pick the tools up while I'm hovering over and put them into my bag.
But are you picking up all of the parts from the homunculus?
Yeah.
All right, so just lifting that up may displace the weight that's currently on that tile. Just as a heads up.
I'll just take the gem.
All right, you tear the gem. You put it in. Or do you go back the other way? Or do you go back to them to tell them what to do? You guys have messaged you. I guess you don't have to actually walk to them.
I guess I can't just cast mending on it, can I?
I don't believe so. I think you have a specific time. I mean, you could get it. I'm sure one of your teammates can grab the parts for you somehow. But I think it takes you what? You can make like one a day or one an hour? I forget. I didn't read your version yet. But what are the rest of you doing?
That was kind of sad. I'm just gonna hover after, I guess. Levitate. Drag
Where did you
myself
levitate today?
across the wall.
Tania's gonna yell, "Hey, there's a trap right there! Watch out, guys!"
I thought we were doing. No, it was a different day. You're right. So you.
Does it reset?
So,
Bayonar also is going to levitate.
Can I
Is there
inspect?
anyone actually in the hallway right now?
The only thing in the hallway right now, because I'm not sure if Dark was just yelling at you guys down the hall, is his damaged cat cannon.
Okay.
Can I go
Gus,
inspect?
Can you hold out your hand for a moment?
Can I go inspect the thing to see if I could see if I find any more of the traps like that?
From what you determined on your path, this entire hallway looks like it's rigged. Hence its narrow construction.
Gronkum, can you hold out your hand for a moment?
It does so.
Ari's going to cast prestidigitation on
Actually, Nobel,
empty iron
Hold on,
ball
hold
in his hand.
there are no
Roll that down
parts.
the hall.
The only thing is the gem.
Okay, so it just turns again. Got it.
So, yeah, I
All
pick
right,
up the gem.
so you made him a little ball to roll.
Not little. Something small enough that'll fit in the palm of your hand, but I mean, it's going to be solid iron.
Well, you can only make something so heavy, I believe.
It doesn't actually specify a weight. It just says, it specifies size. It has to be able to fit in your hand, but it does not specify weight. And she's essentially making an iron paperweight.
A non-magical trinket, or illusionary image, so you can fit in your hand. Yeah, it's not much of a trinket, but I could give you just a general. It can't be much more than 5 pounds, though.
I could decorate it for you if you want.
No, it's a trinket type
I mean,
thing.
it
You
could be
can't be like, I make a ball of stew.
And it doesn't say.
Well, I mean, it also only lasts for 6 seconds.
And I don't know.
Um,
It doesn't say anything about how long it takes to make a new one.
Go ahead and roll it, girlfriend. Just athletics. All right, so how forcefully are we rolling this thing down? Is this like skee ball, or are we like bowling?
Bowling.
Drunken bowling. So he just launches this thing down. It kind of like hits a nick in the floor at one point, like bounces up. You get that you need a whole lot more weight to probably trigger these things up.
Would the nick in the floor be roughly around there?
Sure. Well, it bounces. It goes all the way down to the end. Actually, it probably bounces then as it flies up.
Either they don't reset or it wasn't heavy enough.
Oh,
Out of curiosity. The pressure plates. I assume where the cat is, or what's left of the cat is, or where the cat was walking is slightly declined, correct?
Roll a perception check. It's kind of hard to tell. Would you like to get closer? At this point, Baynor is going to hover by because levitate doesn't last for forever. He'll land over by
But
the
he does
kid.
have to clamber along the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop to the floor then.
So
Alright.
you can float.
I'm just gonna follow his lead. Levitate on over.
They're kind of like racing along the sides of the wall.
And you can carry one other person with you.
I'm back.
I'm gonna look at Braynor and tell, hey, you don't want to stand there. The giant arrow could kick down that whole hallway.
He's like, well, I've already fired once. What is the likelihood it will fire again? He kind of like leans against the wall there.
Your funeral.
Alright, so we got 3 people over.
Arborist, can you turn into anything that can go through here without touching the floor?
Can. Yes, I can.
Maybe a frog or a lizard or something?
Was. Take a look in my.
If you turn into a hedgehog, I hear they're pretty quick.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'll state that.
Okay. Gronk,
How
can you
fast I
bring
can run.
Theris over? And I'll bring Max over. I'll step over, grab a hold of Max, and dimension door the two of them across.
Alright, so you go ahead, spend the spell, and teleport with ease.
Mm-hmm.
Grab Red Bull one thing.
The others are on their way.
Yummy Red Bull.
It only took us half an hour, but we beat the evil hallway.
And we still got two people on the other side. Oh wait, so how did Theris and Arborist get over?
Jumped into something
What's wrong with the
all
hallway?
fast.
Why is it difficult to get over there?
Couldn't we just carry him
I
over?
believe Gronk.
Welcome,
I
carried
believe
there.
Gronkum levitated them over.
Was the floor lava or something? I missed something.
Trapped.
He might be able
Out
to
of character. The floor was trapped with pressure plates.
Oh, okay. Was this something we didn't try to disarm or something?
We disarmed one.
There's a lot of pressure.
Alright, so you fly over, you do that.
Problem being, if we have to make a hasty retreat.
Shh, don't tell them that. Alright, so you guys have opened up this area. Let me just open this. And you see, of course, you're in the radar.
Dimension door.
Alright. Where do you want to go now?
Ooh, so many choices.
Or he's gonna peek around this corner, using the wall as cover. I think it might be a loop over here.
Something happened to my eyeball.
And your eyeball is chilling. What's the duration on the eyeball? Hour?
Something like that or longer. Let me double check.
Because you had that out
Yeah, 1 hour.
after the dragon died.
Yeah, because I've been scouting ahead here.
It's probably been longer than an hour at this point, I'd imagine. I mean, it took us 30 minutes just to
That's a
cross
good
this
roll.
hall.
I know, right?
But we'll keep your token around just in case you will more.
Oh, is that not funny?
All right. It's a fine wall, Airbus. A fine wall indeed.
Looks like someone took a bite out of that wall.
It's so hard.
Ooh, another hallway. What will we find?
We're just gonna look along the edge of the wall. Does she see any small holes?
An investigation check.
Based on how long it took me to find the investigation check, I'll accept that.
You guys look around. No holes in the walls. The only
Are
thing
there
you
holes?
note on the wall. Hold on, Growlithe. Where do you think you're going? Actually, Grunkin, it's more like about here that you stop. So as you're looking, the wall looks very sturdy, and there's like a bit of a smudge of something on there. And then you hear clink as two walls slam in towards Gronkum from both sides. I need, is it a dex check? It is a dex check, so you do get to make this. You have your coding up right now? For a danger
Yeah.
check?
Yeah.
That is a... you watch as these two parts of the wall begin to sandwich, and you just jump out of the way and kind of roll to where you're intending to get. So it's basically there. And you watch as they kind of pull back in about the period of like 3 seconds.
A bit tight, but Ari will fly over.
Right. You fly over.
Careful, there's another trap.
I'll join him. I'll fly over the trap.
Ooh. How large of an area? Ari is going to attempt to kind of color or outline the, at the very least, where the walls kind of came in along the floor.
Sure. We'll see you get like a little temporary bit of color kind of outlining the area. It's the walls, not the floor.
Yeah, but the floor is likely what triggered it.
Gotcha.
So she's kind of outlining where she thinks the pressure plates are.
Okay. So it looks much like my square.
More or less.
What is that 10 on the floor for? It's gotta mean
Don't
something.
ask.
What about you, Leah?
I can probably jump that. I'm gonna attempt to jump it.
Let's see. How long does levitate last?
Oh, 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'd say you probably still at this point you both can Neo run along the walls.
Okay.
Let me open this. There's more of you. What about the other 3 people?
I could not tell you.
And you don't just get to drag them over.
That wasn't me.
Hang on 1 second.
And is that, you said that's a pressure plate?
Ari called out that there was a trap and that area has been highlighted.
I want to check it out.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Which check?
Were you wanting to do one too, Dark?
Investigate. What are we doing?
Were you trying to investigate? I just see you looking at the trap. I didn't know if you were.
Yeah, I'll try to investigate it.
You
Good roll.
don't need to worry.
No bail drink.
They got
It's
to
220.
Before I
in a row.
check it, I'm casting guidance on myself.
That is 2 in a
No.
row.
Where? There's a
Look,
20.
Arbris. 20
Oh,
on the
no,
perception.
they got to be
20 on
consecutive 20.
So, that's
Consecutive.
Erebus 2 times in a row, so that is
Don't
technically a
you try and getting out of drinking that beer.
I don't
Crit
drink
is 4,
beer
I've seen.
anymore. I'll drink a Red Bull for you. How about that?
Don't drink
Did you
a Red
actually
Bull
give up
at
beer,
10
though?
p.m.
It's too
Did he
late.
find
It
something?
already happened.
No.
No, Bill, did you actually give up beer?
I have for the new year. More so, I was going to do it anyway.
Okay,
I
okay.
was debating giving up smoking, but one day at a time, folks. One day at a time.
Well,
Good for you.
you gave up beer. How about rum?
Well, no, see, the fun part is, too, I'm like, I'll still drink beer. I'm just not going to, like, have beer in my house every day. Like, I have bottles of hard liquor in my freezer that I very rarely make anything. I have, like, vodka and gin. I think both of the ones I actually have haven't even been opened. I have, like, a bottle of Bombay Sapphire and a bottle of, like, Kettle One that just are chilling out there.
Oh, that reminds me, Nobel. You disappeared from the other server. I was wondering what was up with that.
Oh, long story. I got tired of listening to things, and so I left. There's nothing
Fair
personal or
enough.
anything like that. So let's see. All right, so you do realize it is a pressure plate that kind of activates it, that pushes both parts of the wall out. You're like, hey, look! And you smack the plate, and it's like, and then it kind of slowly, again, 3 seconds to pull back.
So it's like a squish trap.
Yeah, it's a squish trap.
Okay, so he's shown it. I'm going to try to disarm it.
And kind of look. If you can maybe, it's kind of hard to get it from here. You would almost have to do something like after it triggers. You may be able to, you could potentially break it maybe once it triggers, or you could like jam something in there to prevent it from returning back. But you can't really gain access to anything while it's in its set position. Or you just use magic to fucking do whatever to it.
Okay, I couldn't figure out how to do anything with
I
it.
think someone has the ability to do things with earth type things. Yeah. Actually, 2 people now.
Can I cast mold earth on it to ruin the pressure plant?
I'll point out what I can tell with what he's showing me and what I can tell with the thieves' tools that I can mess around with if my roll is good enough. What needs to be disabled?
Probably mold earth the wall to an extent enough to at least throw it off, and you could probably jam it. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. You kind of go ahead. There's not a lot of really manipulatable dirt or stuff you can fully do a whole lot with. It's not like loose dirt or packed dirt. It's physical stone. You kind of shift it a bit. It's just really hard to kind of do anything with.
Yeah.
I prepared you new spells too, by the way, my friend. Arborist when he is. Oh, I haven't picked any. Did I even level you up?
11. You didn't pick me any spells. I picked my spells earlier.
Okay, good. I don't even know what you. Ooh, that's a fun one.
spells that can get me through. I just don't want to use them.
I mean, you guys could try to jump over it.
What triggered it smashed, and then it took 3 seconds to go back to its set position.
Yeah, so it kind of smashes in, and then after about 3 seconds, it kind of like pulls back into the wall.
So as it's pulling up, can I run through it?
You can certainly try. So you're gonna trigger it, and then is anyone else trying to run through it this time, or just you?
So I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to do it.
Okay, so you just watch as Airbus smacks it down again. It hits. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check. All right. Close. Thankfully, it's not that far to run. You kind of like trip towards the end. It almost like triggers again from you going, and like right then it smashes one more time. But you make it across. All right, Harris and Max, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we can first off wait and find out. Is there anything do we need to cross, or is there everything there and we need to just head back? There may be no reason to go across it.
So far from what you guys can see,
I'll wait till they report that we need to move forward.
You guys just see kind of another part of the room, and you do see a pretty thick, but a door nonetheless. You also do see a thicker stone door at the end of the hall.
I'm going to knock on the door.
You knock on the door. No answer.
Earth the door open.
You go. Mm-mm. I don't remember if you might have mold earth. Or not mold earth. What do we have? What am I thinking there? Stone shape? Stone shape, hold on. Oh, did I not do stone
enter in
shape?
a stone.
I did wall of stone. No,
Well,
you're
James,
that's meld into stone.
I have
Stone
wall of
shape.
stone. That's all, yeah. Meld stone doesn't do anything for me.
well, James,
Meld stone's
on a
different. Meld into
scale of
stone shape.
On a scale from 1 to 80, I would say he hurts like 67.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna use Mage Hand. If there's a doorknob on this door,
Okay.
push it open.
All right. As you go, you turn the knob. And you hear rumbling.
That's not a good sound.
You look over. As this giant stone starts rolling towards you guys. It makes it about here. You each kind of get a reaction. Like, what are you guys doing?
Can we move a little bit?
Well, actually, hold on. So here's a good question. So this one clanks here. Let's do it this way. Everybody roll initiative. That'll be more fair. I'm rolling NPC initiatives. I don't think I'm not controlling anything.
Well, it's a good thing that a boulder
Look at
probably
those
doesn't have a very
rolls.
high initiative. I mean,
Look at
one
this
person
roll.
got above a 10.
This is not.
No! Oh, so check this out. This is great. Hold on. This is
That's why my ass stays
I
on the
bad
other
luck
side.
rolled over from last night.
I thought
Oh, hold on. No. Where's Beta? We gotta be on Beta. Alright, so Beta is the first step. Alright, so the trap begins. It's kind of like, shit. Did I already use that level spell? Hmm. He's going to just like run here and kind of wait to see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't roll that way. Leah.
Did the door open?
No. It did not.
Okay.
So you gotta get the door open and get out of the way.
Or I could just go here.
You could.
Or
But you're
I could
also banking on the fact that the rock also doesn't go that way.
Theris, you're the only smart one.
I was gonna go last.
So I guess not a new year for that either.
That's why I said y'all check it first before I come on over. I'm not the most physically adept.
I'll resurrect you all.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast Bigby's hand right in front of the rock.
Okay. I like this. Alright, so you're gonna go ahead and summon Bigby's hand. Interesting. I will give you a Bigby's hand. Like that there. Alright, so I think it's. What are the actions it has again to work for this? It's got to be like a pushing or a grab.
It can attack, it can push, it can grapple, interposing hand. I think it's got a stupid high strength score. Strength 26.
Actually, what am I doing? I am doing this right now. We actually can make a big piece. It goes on. It's a bonus action for you to control it, I think, right?
I think so.
So,
Yep, bonus action.
alright. So your hand is going to go ahead. It has 26 strength. Wow.
And it has HP equal to mine.
So go ahead and roll a d20 with a +8 modifier.
How do I do the +8?
Just add it. So where you see the modifier at the bottom left, just click on it and type 8. And then roll a d20 and it'll add it.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay. Taking into consideration the level of the trap, the level of the spell, and the roll, he watches this rock come to him and you're like, ah! And you throw this hand out and it just grips the ball. It doesn't stop it completely. It's slowing it down, but it is kind of slowing its movement forward. It's probably holding it at about like half movement.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn and shout, bust the door down!
Okay. Now it's the stone's turn. It's going to go ahead. 15, 20. Bigby's hand keeps holding. But that's turn. He's dead. You can come back later, little fella. All right.
Okay. And the rock is still rolling, huh?
Yep, and it does take up the entirety of the hallway. So this one, the one that they're in, and kind of leading up towards that. That last bit is a bit wider, but same height.
Oh, question. Is this a magical rock?
It is not a magical rock.
Okay, just checking.
Good question, though.
I guess Ari is going. These are the same kind of stone tiles as before.
Same
As
material.
earlier in the dungeon. Okay. Okay, actually, some of this. Okay, let's see.
God, that rock's not gonna wait all day.
What do you? Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
think about what you want to do, because I actually want Ferris Baby one coffee. I'll be right back. You have more time.
I'm sorry.
Sweet.
What's wrong?
We're dealing with a big rock.
Was it my turn? Were y'all not hearing me, Walgo, when I was talking?
No. Well, if you were talking before, just saying what's going on, then no.
Damn thing. No, I was saying, yeah, I'm not too physically adept, so that's why I stayed over here. But
Oh yeah, we heard.
Okay, cool.
We heard that. Yeah.
I've only got one thing I can do to possibly save somebody if it's a life or death situation, but I think I go last.
I was just gonna shatter it.
That'll work. Probably.
I have six. I have 6 free shatters.
Why?
If I read this ability right.
Who gave the child shatters? Who did this?
Well, it could be any second level spell I want.
Non-magic object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damages. Okay. I mean, that'll do 3d8 damage to the rock, but won't necessarily shatter it.
48.
Okay, 48.
It's worth a try.
I assume because it's high.
Not because of arcane firearm.
It could knock off pieces, which might make it more difficult for it to roll. And I have an idea of basically trying to dislodge part of the floor there, so this way it kind of falls into a groove.
Yeah, the hand isn't working as well as I thought it'd be. It's still rolling.
Cut it off by about.
Oh, I misread that.
I do have an option though.
Y'all are forgetting one very important thing.
Gronkum?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gronkum goes next. The hand and Gronkum should be able to stop the rock cold.
I have no fear.
Slowly mold earth it to gravel.
See, I don't understand how this is worded.
How's it worded?
Can you look up? I just linked the spell. Can you look at that?
Spell storing item. I can't. You'll have to copy paste this text or something.
All right. Copy achieved.
Welcome back.
What do
Welcome
you
back.
do with your awesome sorcerer powers? Do I even want to know what you picked for a level 6 spell, by the way? Does it involve fire?
I mean, it's appropriate, Prairie. No, unfortunately, a lot of the really good fire
Oh.
spells are
So-
deep magic.
I actually always enjoy when someone picks kind of like, it's not that it's an off spell, but it's not like your typical, everybody takes it. It's not your shield, your fireball.
So if I read that right, I could use the spell 6 times because of my
While
modifier
holding
being.
the object, a creature can take an action to produce the spell or to produce the spell's effect from it using your spellcasting ability modifier. If the spell requires concentration, the caster must concentrate. Okay. The spell stays in the object until it's been used a number of times equal to twice your intelligence modifier, minimum of twice, or until you use this feature again to store a spell in it. So, what's your intelligence modifier?
3.
This 6.
3. Then yes, it has 6 charges that
So
you
it's-
can expend,
So it has 6 shatters.
more or less. All right, so Ari is going to create an Earth Spirit.
Okay, let me get last time we did that module too. Elemental Spirit.
Whoop, I didn't mean to grab the hand.
Elemental Spirit. I put that as one point. Okay. I thought you could only put certain types of spells into those too. Like, don't they have to have a certain target? Like, is it touch?
It does not specify based on that description.
Was that the full description or part of the description?
You're talking about what?
Elemental Spirit. Where are you putting your
could not-
spirit?
More or less, the hand is just a spectral force hand, correct?
Yeah, it still occupies space, though. You just want to help the hand? I can move the hand a little.
She's going to put it roughly around there and tell it to, or she's going to say,
You can move it. Fine. I always forget you guys can move
dig
it.
hole and help stop the rock.
Okay. Roll an athletics check with advantage because it is an earthen elemental spirit. It's a +4,
Moment.
unless you get some sort of crazy bonus. Oh, I do have something that could have stopped this. Oops. Oh well. Banner doesn't hate you guys. Don't worry.
Well, I have a definite way to stop it. I just don't want to spend the spell slot.
Oh no, he had that too. He was like debating if we should disintegrate it, and he decided not to use the spell.
I don't have disintegrate.
I was like, you might need that.
Almost took it.
I have
Twice,
a
Steph,
different
right?
emergency backup plan.
You almost took one to the face, and you almost took the spell.
You've only cast it at me so far. I just figured,
That was a
Taste your
great
medicine.
reaction, though. Once you figured out what that spell was, you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, it's a what?
I was terrified.
It's all right. Good thing we're not finding the beholder anytime soon. All right, so it does kind of
Using it.
help.
What it'll be trying to do is basically do a little bit of burrowing and try and more or less make a little groove for the rock to slow down and stop in.
Yeah, I figure you're probably like pushing part of it up and kind of elevating it, so it almost is like the rock becomes too big; it has to squeeze through it. So we'll see what happens on its turn. But you successfully can kind of
actually the opposite. She's trying to get it to go down.
okay.
So this way, it like rolls into a little groove and kind of like almost like a ball hitting a cup or something.
Yeah, I get
or
what you're
falling
going
into a cup.
all right, you bring it down a bit. Okay.
And Arnie will back up a little bit. And that concludes her round, and that would also conclude the spirits, I imagine.
All right, Gronkum.
How tall are the ceilings?
They're only about 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
The only part of this room that is a little bit bigger than the rock, that's like an extra 5 feet, give or taking, depending what the rock does once it gets into the hallway.
Is this a door?
Yes, it is. That's the one Leah was trying to mage hand the doorknob and then set off the trap. Come on, Grump. You know you want to attack the rock.
I do, but Gronkum can't get to the rock. There's too many people in the way.
So what shall it be?
Gronkum roars and charges.
All right, go ahead and roll an athletics check. Oh, nice. I misunderstood which way you were charged. You don't need it. You're fine. You encourage the earth elemental and like start digging up dirt with it, like trying to make a little lip that it's gonna hit.
No, I was thinking I'd just be pushing on the Bigsby's hand, if
You can't
possible.
reach him. Your hand would just go. You can't grab him anyways. Actually, could you grab him? I think you
I
could.
can. I've got.
You're not
movement
within
up
a
to
range.
I mean, if
Oh,
it
you could be closer. Ooh.
I could.
But that would take your action though, right? Or can you just get closer?
I can just get closer. Got 40 feet of movement. That's 5, 10, 15,
You could always attempt
20,
to.
25, 30, 35. Yeah, 40 is right there.
You could join in with Bigby's hand and attempt to hold it or push it back.
Yeah, that's what Gronkum would like to do.
All right. Since this is a different call than what we were originally doing for that, roll an athletics check. That's awesome. All right, so you kind of muscle in on it. You go ahead. You and the hand push. You guys kind of push back, and it stops. And it slowly kind of like walk it back, and you rest it into like the little decline that Ari's or Elemental was working on. Seemingly avoid being smashed for now.
Thank you for the help, Gronkum. And the hand goes in position to high five.
Oh my god, I was hoping you were going to do that. So Bigby's hand turns into the high five. He leaves you hanging, you got to slap him with it now.
Don't leave me hanging, Gronkum. Don't leave Bigby hanging.
Oh. Bigby just wants to be your friend, Gronkum.
So what happened? The stone stopped?
Gronkum punches the stone and then high fives Bigsby.
Yeah.
All right. It's nowhere near as fun as punching stone when you used to have your old arm, but it's still fun. All right. Trap averted.
The spirit will keep digging down until the top of the stone is below the floor, and then it will bury it.
Okay. You just kind of watch as the rock slowly like sinks.
Seeing as the hand lasts for a minute, I'm just gonna steamroll, punch the door down if I can.
Okay. So the arm just goes over. Roll your attack.
What is the attack again?
It's you can open its card. It's +8 to hit, I believe, and then 48 force damage.
That's right.
Depending base level.
You are correct.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Damage. Oh, attack is actually +9, so that's a 25. Just
Fair enough. All right, you watch as. How do you want to kill the door?
Right in the door. Punch the door in the door.
All right, so you just watch as Bigby's hand like cracks its knuckles and then boom, right through the door. It explodes open, and you see before you another room.
This one's got chains in it. Mm,
Is that chains or intestines?
maybe both.
Chains made of intestines.
Oh, nasty.
Talk about an iron constitution.
How about intestines made of chains?
I'm just gonna let the hand go first, for as long as it's up, as a precaution.
Okay, so you send the hand in. You can't see through the hand, but the hand goes through. Do you want to pull the chain or do anything?
Pull the chain?
What bad thing could ever happen by pulling?
Why would you put that thought in my head?
I'm sure it's fully safe.
Ariel follow her spirit over to her.
Just kind of walks over to you. At this point, Bigby's hand just kind of waves goodbye to you, Leah.
Thank you, Big B.
Hold on. All right, what are you guys doing?
Who's first?
Take a look around.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check as you walk in. Are you walking in past the first part of the wall or just looking in through the door?
Hands on the side of the door and looking in.
All right, so if you're only looking from the door, this is all you can currently see. You actually have to go further in to see the rest.
See anything right there in the door?
Just looks like there's a pillar with some chains.
I step in.
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, that was almost a 16.
You hear music coming off from the distance. It's very, very faint.
I walk in. Nope, not doing that.
It was a brave attempt.
That was creepy. That was too creepy. I don't like random music. Oh yeah, there was music in there.
Ariel rolls her eyes and starts to head towards the door.
All right. The door. Did you close the door or is it just open?
I think it was on the left.
I think it's on the ground, but
Oh, yeah. It got broke through. Thank you. So, yeah. So you just see more or less as you walk in what's currently exposed.
Did I hear? Or did I catch it?
What are you trying to catch?
What kind of music did I hear?
From what you could tell, it sounded kind of like a light jazzy horn.
Even worse. William might be out there.
so what's this underneath the chains? Does it look like blood or
Well, investigation check.
Can I assist with that?
Sure. You both kind of lean over and look. It probably looks like old blood of some sort.
I don't envy whoever was kept here.
Me neither. Seems safe to come through. Do we hear the music Airbus mentioned?
Perception.
That isn't that one.
Ari, you hear a faint horn off in the distance.
Can she identify what kind of horn? We talking like a tuba, a trumpet, a regular horn?
Roll a history check with advantage. Boehner yells over to you there. She's like,
Could I
the rock is stopped!
Yeah, I'm calculating my jump.
could I argue for performance?
No, because you're not... I'll give you a flat performance, sure.
I had already dropped the dice.
Pretty good roll. Up to you.
Well, I had already dropped it.
All right. You're not. It sounds like it could be a few different things. You're not 100% sure what kind of horn this is. It sounds different than any horn you've heard.
Different in what way? Like some kind of magical component to it? Say like a more demonic-esque sound? Or are we talking like choir of angels kind of?
No, just more so like this horn must be designed slightly differently. It just has a different sound that it produces.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's made of bone, isn't it?
Something's weird about that horn.
I'm gonna get a running start and jump over that pressure plate.
All right. Roll an acrobatics.
Hey, I can clear 10 foot.
This is more for the style and grace of all the goodness.
He's hoping for that one.
You kind of do it, Airbus did. You kind of jump over, you're like, and you kind of trip and, but you make it past.
Out of character. Gronk and you there?
Kinda. I'm reading a bedtime story.
Oh, okay.
Tanya's gonna walk up to Grunkum,
Okay.
and she's gonna pull on his jacket or whatever, tug on it, and say, "Hey, do you have a gem that's worth 100 gold I could have?"
He's reading a bedtime story. Shh. Unless you want to listen to the bedtime story.
Oh yeah, I use that jump calculator too. I had my very first rogue had the boots of striding and springing.
It's always nice. If you get those
I
in your
pulled them off the
barbarian,
dead
it's like
body.
you can do everything.
It was so fun. I had no idea what they were. It's like your feet feel lighter. How light do they feel? You try to jump. Oh yes. All right.
Why do you want such an expensive gem?
What'd you say?
Why do you want the jump?
Make a new heart. It's a regent for making a new homunculus heart.
What's wrong with the other one?
He broke its heart.
No, I'm waiting on Nobel's wording on that.
He broke its heart, and now he needs a new one because he made it run through the trap hall.
Because I don't know how.
Sounds all exasperated like and pulls out a gem.
Tiny looks very happy, takes the gem, and starts converting it into the homunculus heart.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't say how long it takes. It doesn't say what. Like, there's a lot of questions we need to figure out afterwards.
I'll take a look at it too. Using the abilities tab. Because we can also mix two of them together too. Oh, because it's one of your team abilities, and not tinkering, whatever your infusion. There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
It doesn't say how long it takes, and it honestly, it doesn't need any parts other than that, because the body builds from the heart. But the heart doesn't get destroyed when the homunculus is destroyed. So I don't know if you want to put a limit on how long it takes to be able to reuse the heart or what.
Okay. I would say, let's see.
'Cause I linked what it said earlier.
Yeah, so it doesn't say consumes it though. It just says you need a gem, so it could be the same gem.
Oh, the gem turns into.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually consume it. So if it says it's consumed in the process, then the gem, it's like a pearl.
Okay,
So a pearl is like 100 gold, but you don't actually use the pearl when you do identify. You use the same pearl.
So I wasn't sure how long.
Because based on that reading, basically, based on what it says there, when your homunculus dies, all its pieces, etc., just go poof and disappear, and then the heart just falls to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how long you want to make it to reform the heart, or what has to be done to reform.
I would say for now, because they don't really define it, and I need to read a little bit more. Let's just stay on a short rest for now.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because you need a little bit of time to kind of like go through the motions of whatnot. Plus, yours is a little bit different too, because once you even summon it, you kind of have to like provision it with your extra little cannon bits.
Sounds good. Well, that could, temporarily.
Yeah, because it's just more. We took your homunculus and we also mixed it with your cannon. Yeah. So, you guys want to hang out in my chain room all day?
Yeah. Move towards that sound.
Got a room I want to show you.
No bell, no kink shaming.
My playroom.
He's got a lot of eyes. A lot of eyes there.
The map is almost complete.
Aries with an epiphany. Do you think this is where those plant people were kept before they were changed?
Get any kind of vibe on what's going on with this? If it's just like prisoner thing, or was there something more going on here?
Roll a wisdom check.
Oh, so was I heard there, or
Was it what there?
Yes, you were heard.
so was I?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of note the blood that they saw, but it just looks like a bunch of chains. It definitely looks like things get chained here, but the strange thing you would expect to see, you don't see any like dead bodies or remnants of anything, nor anything being stored in here.
Mostly, I just want to hear like there's nothing ritualistic here.
No, not specifically.
Okay.
Airbus and Gronkum. I need both of you to roll perception checks, and I need everyone to freeze.
Oh dear.
Freezing.
Freeze tag.
I was in my
Red light, green light.
Gronkum or Arbris? Whoever rolls a d20 first. Actually, hold on. Before we roll a d20. Let's see. We'll let Gronkum roll it, but before you roll it, Gronkum, Arbris, even or odd?
Odd.
All right, roll it, Gronkum. It doesn't get any odder than that.
Shit.
So as you're sitting there, you watch as this chain that's next to you shoots over and wraps around your leg and latches onto your leg. And you hear
Strange.
like a humming sound.
Down the hall.
Are these
or
magical
chains?
chains?
Also, did you say that happened to Gronkum or Arbris?
Arborist. As this happens, Let me do this first of all. I need everyone to roll initiative just for order of movement. You're not actually in combat. Or are you? Oh, there's a nat 20. Oh, Bane, right? I was only for Bane. That was my problem. I forgot he's not an NPC.
Over 10 this time.
Alright. Back to 0.
A nat 20 gang.
Jeez, take all the fun out of it, why don't you? Alright, so top there will be Leah, but what happens? You watch this chain wraps around your leg, Airbus, and you just watch as the 3 pillars you can see in the room in front of you all start to leak a noxious gas as the entirety of all these rooms begins to fill up with poisonous gas. Or acidic gas, you're not sure.
Maybe both.
I hope poisonous.
All right. So, Leah, at the start of your turn, I need you to first roll a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
as the gas starts like filling up the room to see if you kind of like, oh
That's
no.
another natural one.
You take like a direct blast of some of this poison. Hold on. This is the one I wanted to use. I'm not that mean.
Wait, can't Leo reroll one or something?
Only
No,
on
it's William.
Deft can.
That is the intense version. That's a lot better. I accidentally grabbed the overly strong version of the trap that this is. You guys don't mind getting hit for like 18d10, right?
I'd rather not.
Alright, so you still fail because you rolled a nat 1. As you kind of get just this all hits you, you take 16 points of poison damage.
Okay. Ouch.
You're, but you do get your full turn.
This is not good. Is there an exit up there? What do I have? I don't think I've gotten anything for this.
You still have some visibility too. The room is not full at the moment.
I'm gonna go 30.
As you go, I also need you to roll a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
for the chains.
Oh, the chains. Got it. Yeah, this is not great.
All right, you watch as one of the chains like lunges out towards your leg, but you like jump over it like a little jump rope, and you make your way across.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Gust just to see if I can blow some of the gas away from us. If it doesn't work, no big deal. It's just a cantrip.
Which way are you blowing? Yeah, it's not. You could probably maybe help yourself minorly. The room is enclosed, so there's not a whole lot of place to disperse most of it to.
I could blow it towards Airbus, or I could blow it towards Ari.
Yeah, you're not gonna have much impact either way with as much as there is. Like you're gonna blow a little bit, but the room is still filling.
I'll blow it, trying to do it away from me. just in the way I'm pointing.
Okay.
So towards Ari.
It seems to be producing more than you can displace.
That's fair. Bonus action, just in case, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm just waiting to see what happens.
Max, I need you to roll a dexterity save. 2 dex saves. First one is for the gas. Second one is for the chain.
Okay. This is going to suck. I should get. Yeah.
1 off. I think I should hold for this one. Yeah. So this one is off. So you suffer. No, that's the bad one. Not that trap. Other trap.
Didn't poison be Constitution saving throws?
No, this is as it shoots out. Like this is trying to get out of the way. The Constitution's a different thing. There's actually it's different for the trap
Okay, so it's
because it's all trap based.
dex to avoid, and if you fail to avoid, then con.
Yeah, so
for
we're on the
damage.
triggering round right now. So right now, like it's just all shooting out. So you could potentially avoid it altogether. Once the room starts to fill up completely, it will become more difficult. So this is just like the initial. The gas is shooting out at everybody. Take it up with wizards, people. All right. So you take. Do you have resistance to poison damage or just poison? You're immune to poison? Or I know you're immune to disease.
I'm not immune to poison, no.
Alright, so you just take 25 points of poison damage.
Painful. Painful? And the second dex save, you said, right?
Yes, this one is for the chain. So
Why you do this game?
you are currently stuck. The chain is 10 feet long, so it does wrap around you
Mm-hmm.
from this point here. So it's currently around your leg.
Okay.
But you do have everything else. What you got?
Well, snap, crackle, pop. Everybody needs heals, except I can't really provide heals at the moment. Hell, I don't even see everybody. So,
Poor Tanya.
busy looking something up because I got an email. Sorry. Tanya looks like she's in trouble. She's the only person I see that looks like they're in trouble.
Tanya is always in trouble.
Yeah, but then again, I can't really go to her at the moment because I'm currently wrapped up in chains.
You could potentially use your action to try to break free.
That would be preferable. What would it be? Strength or what?
You could either attack the chain or you could do like an athletics check to break free. Or whatever you can think of. If you have thieves' tools, you could try that. So that may be a little bit
shot
more.
with athletics because
Sure.
I am definitely not proficient with thieves' tools.
Sure.
Be good to me, dice. That's good to me.
All right. So you look over and you see Tanya, this poor innocent child.
Innocent? Debatable.
Yeah, I know.
She is a very innocent child. Thank you very much.
He didn't travel the whole way with you, okay? Actually, did he? Did he come right
No.
before we came in? Or
No,
he
he was teleported in.
Correct.
William teleported in.
That's right. Oh yeah, when he dun. All right, so you see Tanya in danger. You just break the chain free. It doesn't break off the wall. It breaks away from the chain. You are free to move now, but you do watch as it looks like links begin growing back on the chain.
Gosh darn it. Okay.
But you can move, and you do have your bonus.
Do I even have a bonus action heal? I don't think so. I'm looking at my spells. Give me one moment.
No way.
That takes an action. That takes
Oops.
an action.
There you go.
Can't
Let's see.
really do much at this time, so I'm just gonna move over to Tanya for the time being.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. That brings us to Grunkum. Grunkum, 2 dex checks with advantage. So the first one's for the gas. You pass. You take
Pass gas.
half damage. So you took. Gosh darn it! Did I close it again? I always do this shit.
I thought the
Grunkum,
dex was potentially avoided entirely.
you take 6 points of poison damage. Are you raging right now?
Not yet, because this is my turn. First turn.
Okay, so you take 6 points of poison damage. Second dex with advantage. Or did you already do it? Oh, you rolled the same thing. Did you already roll 2?
Well, yeah, I rolled 1 before my turn actually started.
Oh, gotcha. So you dodge the gas. You do get grabbed by the chain. So one's attached to you. Oh, I got to attach one to Airbus too.
Welcome attacks the chain.
Okay, just roll an attack. I don't think this is going to be very hard for you. It hits the chain. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you just watch. Sever the chain. And movement.
Welcome moves into the other room. Do I see?
In front of you, right here, there's 2 very large. It's some sort of stone. You're not sure what kind of stone, but it's a stone door. Right here. You kind of like hold against the wall to stay out of this gas as best you can.
The doors are there, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, Baynor.
Wait, I get 2 attacks.
Do I attack the door?
Yeah, I want to attack the door.
So just roll an attack in chat. Oh,
Good shit.
Just roll
The
damage.
door is gone.
It's a big fucking door.
That's a big roll.
Oh damn.
Good damage.
So,
If it's not down, it's severely damaged.
oh no, it's way massive. He smacks it, but you do watch as like this massive crack and like a little chunk falls off onto the outside. Baynor hearing this, because he hadn't heard no one was like screaming yet, runs over.
Well, I mean, when Gronkum rages, he roars fairly loudly.
Yeah, but
I
you're
just
like the
can't-
last person to go, so like he just hears like a scream and a giant crack.
Loudly when I got hit by the chains.
He just assumed that was another. He assumed that was the little girl.
Who would come running for the little girl?
A dark elf. He looks in here, kind of sees you guys. He really only can kind of see Ferris at the moment. I don't know if I have anything to help with this. That doesn't really help. That doesn't help. I mean, that could kind of help, but that doesn't help. So good news, I have a way to clear all the gas.
Go on.
Only bad news.
That is, you guys aren't immune to fire damage.
Well,
I don't know if there's really... Oh. That could be it.
Are you telling me the gas is flammable now?
No, but if we blew it up, we could potentially burn remnants of it. So it's, where is he? Who's there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, he's not going to get that close. He's going to kind of wait here, I guess. Yeah, I don't really have anything to deal with that. What did say? Done. Dex check with advantage. And that's it for right now. You do succeed on the save. That is 8 points of poison damage. What's that bring us to? You have 5 hit points left. And it's your turn. What do you have in your bag of tricks, Dark?
Moving my way down here.
Another deck save for chains.
Is that advantage still?
No. You got advantage because you weren't really close to the pillars, putting off the... Oh, no.
Yikes.
So, 2 things. I always feel bad. I don't know why this stuff always happens to you. The chain gets you, and you aren't paying attention, and you're running fast, and you fall prone.
Hold on. I forgot about something. Hold on.
What you got?
I'm using luck.
Okay.
Reroll that d20.
I forget. I have
What it's
luck.
for. Since you forgot.
Not much better.
Okay.
Well,
you
it's
don't
not a
fall
1.
prone. You don't fall prone. So it is an improvement. So you are restrained. Oh, I need to put restrained on you too. I keep forgetting. So restrained. You're restrained. Erebus is restrained. No one else is right now. Okay. Yes, you're just restrained. So your movement is now 0. You still have an action though, or did you? Yeah, you still have an action, right?
Yeah, I should still have an action.
Want to break free? You can attack or athletics.
So what poisoned me again? Was it the check?
This room it's all this poisonous gas that's shooting out.
All right. Do I want to just cure wounds myself?
Yeah.
You have 5 HP.
It's a lot of damage, just to keep in mind. So you passed, and you got hit for 8. So if your cure wounds is weak, you might not make another turn, but if you at least get out of the way, you might be able to be a little bit better off. But up to you.
Yeah, I'll break myself out.
Okay. Athletics or an attack roll. Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and just roll damage in chat. Let's do your little wooden gun.
I don't have a wooden gun. How should I do the damage? Like what?
All right, what are you attacking it with?
I'm just breaking free. I don't know.
So it's an athletics roll to break it with your strength, or you can attack it.
Oh, I rolled Arcana. My bad.
Yeah, no, I was like, if you want to use your thing, you can attack it. That.
Why did it roll Arcana again? I picked up. My athletics is a +8.
But you already rolled one anyways. So
It's still a +8.
So you're trying to do, you break it free. You're like, yeah, and you snap it off so you can continue with your movement.
I swear, I picked up the dice that was supposed to be athletics twice.
Mm-hmm. Says the little kid that doesn't want to be athletic. I see how it is. It's like, you meant Arcana? You meant Arcana? All right, so I think you have another, you feel on 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you have like another 15 from where you were.
I think that's as far as I could go right
You can
there.
go one more square. There you go.
Yep, I'll go there.
Okay. Brings us to our dear friend. Oops, sorry. Sorry.
All right.
So Jax with advantage because you're kind of in between these at the moment.
Nothing on mine. I heard the ding.
Okay.
Oh, I hit it too quick. Okay, so you do succeed. You take. Yeah, you're resistant to poison damage at all?
That is correct.
All right, so you take 6 points of poison damage. So 24 reduced to 12 reduced to 6.
Got it. And I assume she heard the loud crack.
You heard so
The sound of metal on stone.
You heard a loud girlish scream. You heard cracking.
I think she saw the source of that one.
Yeah, you're more or less. You kind of get all that's going on, and you hear up ahead a giant crack and a familiar barbarian yell.
Can I grab onto the elemental spirits so when it? Can I grab onto the elemental spirit so when it moves, it carries me?
You don't have an action.
Damn it!
He can have it potentially use his action to do something similar, but up to depends.
Where does it look like the poison is actually coming from? Are there like nozzles
They're
on
coming
these
from the
pillars?
pillars.
Or
Yeah, there's like a bunch of holes from the pillars that are shooting out. So it's coming out from like all the sides of the pillars.
is it like singular nozzles on each side, or
No, there's
is it
several
like a
on each
wall?
side. There's probably
Got
like 20 to 40 on each side of the pillar. It's probably coming up through like a central chamber and escaping out through all of them.
Okay. She's going to run forward,
Okay.
taking a look at what's going on down there.
So, dex save for the chain.
Okay.
It does grab you. Ah, damn it.
All right. Inquiry on how it's grabbed. Does it like just wrap around your legs? Does it move up and try and wrap around the body, like
No,
snake
it's
or
just
something?
secure, it like wraps around your leg a few times and it pulls like very securely tightened. So you are currently restrained. Did I take your restraint off, Dark? No, I did not.
I'm not sure.
I did not. I get you now.
That's not ideal. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Out of curiosity, does it? No, no. There's probably not ventilation in here.
The only source of ventilation, which may or may not have been meant to work that way, is the door through which you came. Which, had you not knocked it down, could have potentially been a very big problem. So there is at least some sort of, it's not a lot, but there is some sort of escape, at least for the gas. Whether or not it'll help you guys inside. It's great for Theris and Dana.
Yeah, okay. No, she's gonna. I don't want to have to do it that way, but I think I'm gonna have to do it this way. I assume the child is. Actually, let me give you a perception check to see if she actually notices the condition of the child.
I'm assuming you're talking about Dark. Or are you
Yes.
talking about the little girl that screamed with the chain?
No, Dark.
That's fine. I mean, he always looks pretty messed up, even as a little girl, so... I mean, you almost begin to question if
Kinda
you
one of
guys really
those.
should have kids in the first place. You have a very bad track record with the children you keep.
I don't want an 80. I feel about a 5.
All right. So here's what Ari is gonna do. She's gonna break concentration in her current spirit, and she's going to summon a air spirit.
Okay.
She's gonna tell it, bring her over here and help us, or help protect us from the gas.
Okay.
She's going to conjure the spirit beside Tanya. It's going to attempt to carry her over.
All right. I'll say because of that, go ahead. Just roll an athletics check for it. She's pretty small, so I'd say it probably can keep the gas away from her too. So I think it's a +4. Okay, yeah. So you watch as it kind of swirls around her and kind of like lifts her up with its like form partly visible and can move her half its movement.
Okay.
I think that's
1,
20 feet.
2, 3.
Base is
No,
40.
it has a 40-foot flight.
So 20 feet.
So it's going to fly kind of in between the four of us.
Okay. You are
And
currently
using,
connected to the chain.
you know how air. Yep. You know how air elementals do their whole, suck you in and usually suck all the oxygen out. It's more or less going to do kind of the opposite. It's going to try and more or less cover the mouths of each individual and funnel clean oxygen through.
Due to the size of this, because it's not a full-size elemental, you could probably do a person. So you could probably do Tanya, but you probably couldn't do everybody.
It's got 4 limbs and is size medium.
Yeah, no. Since it's not really the intent, it's just not a very large size. You might be able to get like Tanya and you can stick your head in it to like breathe, perhaps, but it's not going to like fully fit over everybody. So it could produce a pocket.
No, I wasn't thinking fully fit over, but
I have a question.
But it does fit over Tanya, so it can actually help protect Tanya due to Tanya's small size.
I have a question. Is this poison contact? Are we getting poisoned because of the contact of the gas, or are we getting from inhale?
The first bit, it's kind of the same. It's a very deadly one. It's mostly from getting hit by it. As the room fills, you're not sure. If you want to take an extra breath of it in to analyze, let me know.
No, I'm good. I was just wondering if we could just hold our breath.
Do you remember when I did that with you, Bill, or were you not playing with us at that point? When we were in our Strahd campaign for like a hot second?
I wasn't in the Strahd campaign.
We were defending the mansion, and our barbarian farted, and it was like a natural 1. And so I chose to breathe in deeply to remember the smell.
I heard the story though.
And I rolled a nat 20, and so I was able to produce that spell from now on with prestidigitation because I deeply inhaled it in. No Bill stories.
Fair enough. Since Tanya is of such a small stature, Ari will gesture for the element towards Leah, and while the elemental is kind of sitting on top or keeping Tanya within it, it's going to like lower its head down to cover hers.
Okay. Fair enough. So it's doing the best it can. So it's also a nice little pocket of air should you need a fresh breath. But you are still, so that's your action.
Yeah, her action's used, and she can't really move anywhere, and doesn't have. I guess she'll use her bonus action to.
I was going to say, maybe the little girl who you saved will let you out.
She will use her bonus action. Ooh, actually, that's an idea. Yeah, you know, she's gonna use her. No, I'll do it this way. She's gonna use her bonus action to consume some sorcery points.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, and restore a 5th level spell slot.
I like it. All right, there's.
Now, is this poison coming from all of the pillars?
All 4. You can only see
Yeah, there
one,
are several
so,
nozzles on each side.
2 dexes for you.
2 decks?
First one's for the poison, second for the chain.
And those are saves.
And I don't think we have bless. I think that's old bless, right?
They
That
showed
was
3
from
rounds, so I'm not sure.
last-
Yeah, by now it would be.
Okay.
Who else? I think Arbor says.
Not my forte here.
You don't have a healing spirit.
I don't know why I put that in the tower. I don't know what the first one was.
You do pass with the first one, exactly on the nose. So you're fine either way. Oh wait, no, the first one, the poison. Yes, that is exactly what you needed to roll. So you take half damage. So that is 9 points of poison damage that you take. I'll add it for you. So you're 25. Second one's for the chain. Those you pass. So that's your second. So yeah, you don't get restrained. You just take a bit of damage.
Okay. I don't have any anti-poison stuff. Well, I mean, I do, but not that's going to stop ongoing. And how large an area is this covering? The chains region?
The chains. Roll an intelligence check. It's kind of hard to tell with all the gases in the chains moving around. You would gather
if I
they.
could get in that corner, like right there, do I think I would still be in range of that?
You feel that the corner would probably be safe. These chains, it's hard to tell because of the way they're kind of coiled up and moving. They could be anywhere from 5 to 15 feet. But that would probably be your best bet. Would probably be to move to that spot at least.
Yeah, I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
And shit, I don't really have anything for this at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that.
Airbus. This chain is on your leg. I need I need a deck save because you're already restrained. So this will just be for the. Okay, so yeah. It just kind of blasts you at point blank range. It was a 2, at least it wasn't a natural 1. You take 19 points of poison damage. I already added it for you too. All right. What do you want to do? Airbus.
You're muted, Airbus.
If you are speaking, we cannot hear you.
That was real bad. It was like 5 minutes. First question was, why was I at disadvantage?
Restrained.
Yes.
Oh, restraint. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna tell everyone, hey, just when little arborist shows up, just follow him. Let him take you. And I'm gonna summon my wildfire spirit.
Okay.
It's gonna be me, just small.
Okay.
And it's gonna look like me when I'm on fire.
All right. So you see a small, tiny arborist spirit appear.
And then I'm gonna use my action to use his teleport and teleport all of us.
Oh god. So remind me again. How does this one work for it? It's a wildfire spirit, right? Is your NPC?
Yes. And how do I pull that up? I've been trying to find it.
You can't do it.
Oh,
I have to do it. Here's the card for it. Let me know what its hit points should be, and I'll modify it. I'll make you guys your pets at some point too, because you always have a little bit.
Oh, well, you're modifying.
It should be 2.
While you're modifying HP, Nobel, the spirits. While you're modifying HP, Nobel, the spirit's current HP would be 62, and its AC would be 16 because it was a 5th level spell slot.
All right, so 62 HP, and you said 18 AC?
16.
16. Got it. Updated. Yeah, let me know what your wildfire spirit is whenever you have it, Arborist, and I'll let you.
It's supposed to be the wildfire's constitution modifier.
Equal to wildfire spirit's constitution modifier. Oh, it doesn't have a lot of hit points then, does it? I thought that had a little bit more. So it's just 2? I'll feel like that way. I feel like it has more for some reason. Huh. Is there more to it than this? It's not letting me read. There's more to it. Plus your wisdom modifier, plus 5 times your level in this class. I was like, there's no way it's just 2. All right, so what's your wisdom modifier?
So my wisdom modifier is plus 9.
All right, so it's 5 times your current level, so 55, 64,
64,
66.
Plus it's, yeah, there you go.
All right, a little bit better.
That's way better. Oh, geez, okay.
Okay.
Last time you only gave me 1.
It takes your wild shape. It's not that weak. It's got to do something more. It also, hold on. AC for it should be, no, it just has 13 AC. Okay. So you have your little wildfire spirit, which you summon it where? Right next to you guys? In the middle?
Yeah.
And so tell me how your teleport works again. I'm trying to remember. It's just been a while.
30-foot teleport.
A 30-foot teleport for everybody?
5 feet of it.
Which ability is it?
Choose that is willing. It's its fire teleportation.
Its ability?
It's its ability.
Oh no.
So if each willing creature that it chooses within 5 feet of its teleport up to 30 feet to unoccupied space,
you can see.
It can see.
Okay. I would say because technically we haven't ended the first round, you can still see. So where do you want to move everybody to?
Closer to Gronkum.
I would say this probably wouldn't work on the elemental spirit because it's not like it's following commands. But I'd say you could probably get all the humans.
You know, Let
me see.
I'll have to.
Keep clicking on you guys instead of it. Nope, that's not enough.
I mean, the spirit is an ally.
If within 10 feet of space, you must. Each creature within 10 feet. Each willing creature. It's kind of more of a passive thought type thing. I'll allow it. You choose. So there's nothing left. So yeah. So you just want to move them up. You said.
So it's probably just almost next to Gronkum.
All right. So you just kind of see like a flash and. Ooh. All right. So you go here. Kind of maybe kind of similar to where you were. Yeah. There you go. You guys just like take a breath, which is quickly taken in by the continuing gases, which don't feel good. You don't take 4 damage, though. All right, so anything else, Arbus?
Did Gronkum break the door down?
No. Door's still there. He got a chunk out of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move, since I'm gonna move behind him.
Okay.
Right here, looking at the door, and then that will be my turn.
All right. Spirit where you went. Bigby's hand is not here. Stone is gone. All right, top of the round. Gronkum.
Yes, Grunko.
Oh no. As you go and you hit the wall with your axe, the force of hitting it smacks your axe, comes free from your hands, and lands underneath Arborist. So you will lose the second attack in picking that one up. Or if you could leave it on the ground, but you don't have anything to hit with.
What about my other axe?
It would still take your action to kind of pull it out. Because what is it? Is it a hand axe or what is it?
Another great axe.
It would take the same amount of action anyways. Because it's a big weapon.
But it's super light.
I know you're super strong, but it's still big.
The adamantine.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pull it out if you just want to try that one instead.
Yeah.
All right, so you equip that one. Yeah, if you had rolled the nat one, I'd let you do another one. But unfortunately, with all that, it just you pull out the new axe, you try. Maybe this one will work better. So you got bonus and movement.
Instead of pulling out the axe, can I just
Actually, if you want to, I'll let you use your bonus action to grab the axe. Since you don't really have anything else to do with your bonus.
right? And my second attack on the door.
Are you using the Adamite axe or are you picking up the other axe?
Adamant.
Okay, so you pull out the other axe and you swing. Okay, you hit the door. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, you're gonna scuff it up.
It does seem a decent bit more effective, but this is like a massive, massive door. You get the feeling you're going to need to hit it a lot harder with a lot more things, or figure out how to open it.
Yeah, Qualcomm did not try to open the door, by the way. He just started banging on it.
I know. That's why I love Gronk.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Baynor. Oh god. Oh, wait, do I have that? Shit. Oh, does this just work on me? That's no fun. We don't need to turn into a cloud. He's just gonna run for it. Alright, so dex save. I guess. Pass, but he still takes 6 points of poison damage for him. Dex save for the chain. Cling! Caught him.
I argue against poison against Baynor, or whatever who that guy is.
You don't know.
I say his smell counteracts it.
Baynor. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I need Max and Theris to roll perception checks if they want. Although we may have just lost Max. Come to the light. Baynor. Oh, Theris sees it. You watch as Baynor pulls something out from his pocket, and it looks like he's shoving inside or something inside one of these holes. You just watch as all of a sudden it stops, and you see this green ooze starting to come out of all of the holes where the gas was coming out previously. He's still wrapped with a chain, and that expends the charge of that.
So it's changed from gas to ooze now?
He shoved something inside of it, and then all of a sudden the gas stopped, and now coming out of it is like this green slime, and then it just kind of hardens.
Okay.
But he is stuck by the chain, so that's all he's got. Wildfire Spear goes on your turn, right, Arbus? Pretty sure. Max, are you still with us?
Nope.
No. All right. 5, 10, 15.
His modem reset, so he should be back soon.
We'll give him a sec then. From. And it was a wand, by the way. There's.
Stuck a wand in there?
He shoved a wand into one of the holes, and all of a sudden they all filled up with slime. Tanya,
I wonder what that could be.
chatted.
But you,
He thinks you're near him because he wasn't paying attention. He did try to help you, though, in all fairness. All right, so he's going to go that way. All right, so 2 dex saves for him. First one is a natural 1. Second one. All right, so he takes 21 points of poison damage. That was 46, and then another dex save. And he got caught by a chain. So we'll say that puts him about here. And he is restrained. Right. His movement, action. He's going to roll an athletics check to break free. And he fails. He rolled in 4 plus 4 for an 8.
AFK sec.
Okay. That is his turn. All right.
Okay, well, does she need a dex save?
You need 2 dex saves.
Got it. One's for the chain, I assume?
One is for the first one's for the gas, the second one's for the chain. And I'm going to say we'll change at this point because it is round 2. Let's just use Con for the poison from now on.
Okay. For the chain, she still had, what's it called?
Restrained.
Restraint on.
You still passed anyways.
Would a 16 or...
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine. So you're not restrained, and then a Con for the poison. You passed.
Oh, that's not a very high roll.
Probably a 13. So you take 12 points of damage, reduced to 6, reduced to 3. So 3 whole points of poison damage for you.
Okay.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Big stone door, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like door handles or any buttons or levers or anything around?
Roll an investigation check. You don't see anything on or around the door.
Let's see. I doubt she's gonna get that door to about 800 degrees. So, probably not gonna melt through it. Well, not with fire, anyways.
How crappy's melting the stone now, Arborist?
That's it.
Oh, you can just walk through it with meld into stone. It's like the Homer Simpson backwards into the bush meme.
Yeah, I could have done that. I was looking at that too before the session started. I was like, maybe I should get that. I had no idea where we were. I was like, shit, should have got that.
Mia, do you have a teleportation ready?
No. I mean, I've got Dimension Door, but not a teleportation circle, if that's what you're referring to.
No, Dimension Door is exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
We could go into the other side and try and help us through on the other side.
I don't know how thick this door is, though. Could go wrong.
Well, that's what the second teleport is for. Things go bad, we hop back over here. Sound good?
I am getting very low on slots. Okay, sure.
Tanya, does Tanya hear them talking about this?
I would
I
assume.
imagine so. You're literally right beside us.
What if we cast Shatter on the door?
It's not gonna shatter the door, it's just gonna do the damage.
I don't know how to cast Shatter.
If you would like to try and shatter the door, feel free.
Oh, I forgot you have that too. That's also funny.
To break an object. Strength check.
Our other option is we try and, break through it from in here.
I don't know about you, but I can't take much more of this.
Oh, and you're all tapped up too. You guys are still going in combat turns. This is a 6-second conversation.
Ari is going to grab a hold of Leah, and she's going to teleport this way. Let's
How far?
say 5, 10, 15. We will go 15 feet.
Okay.
Actually, there is something I could do about the gas. Kind of, maybe.
So about
They
right,
already did something about the gas.
right about there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Killer.
As you appear on the other side, I need both of you to roll perception checks.
That,
All right.
I
that
got
seems
this.
about right.
It makes a lot more sense with the way this is about to happen. So you do see you are kind of on the other side. However,
Whoa, no.
as you appear, Leah, you watch as every eye stop lights up and you see a massive amount of large magic missiles head directly at you.
Oh shit.
You take.
You have shield.
These aren't normal magic missiles, so
Oh,
go
God.
ahead if you want to use shield. That would be a good first instinct. So if you want to use it, you can. That will reduce the damage by half. So you take a total of
God.
So many dice.
58 reduced to 29 points of force damage. As you throw up the shield, it hits you. You get slammed back against the wall.
Yeah, no, that was not. Are you all right?
And these are like little missiles that kind of keep shooting. This is just how much it's. These are not stopping. Ari, none come at you. You are out of its range.
Can I move behind the corner?
On your turn. It's not going to shoot anymore.
Okay.
It just
Okay.
you literally appeared within its range and it fucking unleashed.
Wait, is that made of stone?
Ari,
Looks like it.
as you do, I will allow because you did roll a really high perception check. As you get blasted back, you do see behind Ari there is some sort of panel on the wall.
Okay.
Like roughly. Ari didn't notice it because Ari looked the other way.
Yeah, she was more concerned about her friend getting blasted into the wall.
Yeah, you just watch. You see the shield come up. You're like, oh, thank God! And it just you watch as it like blasts through half the shield and like just slams her, and she's like bleeding out profusely with like all these burn marks and little holes everywhere.
Oh. Wizard tank ain't doing so good.
Airbus. I'm glad you took the shield though. That was 58 points of damage. I
Uh-huh.
rolled a high dice.
I would have died. I would have been down.
I'm gonna point my ring at the door and use all 3 charges to break it.
Yeah,
So that's a strength check of plus 15.
You're trying to use strength to open the door?
Well, so my ring, I can use 1 to 3 of the charges to break an object.
Oh, let me read this. This could be fun. I just got to read this now too because this could actually be really entertaining for me.
I'm imagining a lot of things happening right now.
All right, so 3 charges, 1 to 3 charges to attack within 60 feet. Makes ram's head, blah 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 force, blah blah blah. Alternatively, break an object in 60 feet is more. The wing makes a strength action with a +5 bonus for each charge you spend. So you want to try to use all of them, or how many charges?
Plus 15 to a d20.
So it's a strength check with a +5 bonus. So it's your strength check with a +15 bonus. If you're doing all three.
0, so it's still a D20 plus 15.
So it's your strength, physical strength check, plus 15.
Yes. So I don't have a modifier on my strength because my strength is at 10. So would that just be
so
a D20 plus 15?
Yeah, just roll your strength die though. So on your main tab, just roll your strength. Left side.
I add.
15.
Hold on.
It's already a 24.
Is that enough, or does he need more?
Well, that's just more to hit. What do you got to add to it? Every little bit helps.
I could add my Flash of Genius to ability checks and saving throws.
Yeah, if you want to do it, what's the die?
Anyone's or yours?
Doesn't. When you are another creature, you can see within 30 feet. Makes an ability check or saving throw. You can use reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
What's your intelligence modifier?
3.
So 27.
Additional plus 3.
All right. So, because of the nature of the magic item, you watch his arborist like holds up his hand and kind of like lines it up, all sticking out his tongue with one eye closed. Like, yep, right about. Boom. You just watch as the entirety of the right side of the door just gets destroyed. It almost knocks Leah back out into the range of the beholder, but it does not. So now there is a hole.
And poison gas leaking.
And there's gas leaking out. So all you see is it leaking out. You don't see anything beyond the hole. What do you want to do, Airbuck? So that was your action.
For me to fit through?
Yeah, you could fit through. Gronkum's not in combat.
I'm going to fit through the hole.
Okay, so you run out and you run into people. And it's currently blocked up. And you see Leah like looking in dire straits.
Don't come any closer. I have a trap ahead.
I'm going to just whoa and look around, just see what's around me.
Perception check. You see a bunch of like holes, like a couple of big holes in the back wall from actually no, they all hit her because they don't miss. Yeah, you just kind of see what's going on, and they're like trying to stay out of the
imprint in the wall.
No, because they don't miss. They wouldn't miss.
I see a Leah-shaped imprint because it slammed her in against the wall.
I mean, no, it was mostly it just knocked her back to the wall. It didn't actually like forcefully blast her, and she just got hit with a shit ton of them.
I don't see anything on the walls or anything around me.
You see the panel on the wall below where the arrow points.
And can I use a bonus action to fucks with it?
You can investigate it probably.
Okay, investigate it.
Sure. It's got thingies and slideys.
Thingies and stuff. Can't be anything. All right, that's gonna end my turn then. I guess there's nothing else to do. Oh wait,
all right.
I have my wildfire.
You are currently blocking the door.
Oh, and then I'm just gonna move to the side, so I'm not blocking it.
There's one more spot left before you guys start running out of places to put people. Leah.
I frankly want to curl up in my bubble and take a long nap, but there is work to be done still.
After.
Okay. Not everyone's here yet.
Is the rest of the way clear where we can go through without issue?
No. So all three of the pillars are still going full of gas, and they're blocked at the end. So like Gronkum will be able to get out, or maybe Tanya. Once one gets out, there won't be any more room to go out.
Now,
Which three
me and
pillars are-
Banor, that one's not doing gas now, correct?
You guys are fine, yeah. The other three are. So if you move further in, you'd have to contend with some of it. But right now, nothing is hitting you two.
So which three pillars are spreading the gas?
All the ones but the one by Banor. So the one by you, the one beneath you, and the one by Max.
Everyone to get away from the pillars.
Can I take a look at the panel? Just gently nudge
Sure.
Airbus aside.
Investigation. It looks like some sort of mechanism for the door.
Just the door. No turn gas off switch.
How big is the gas radius?
It's probably like a 20-foot square, so it fills up each one of those individual rooms.
So I'm thinking, if everyone gets away from the pillars, I'll just put a wind wall around them.
Potentially do that.
Yeah, if the mechanism is just for the door, I'm not gonna bother.
But do you know if it's just for the door? It might shut everything off.
He said it was just for the door. I rolled a 27. Pretty sure it's just for the door.
Oh, I didn't hear him say it's just for the door.
I think so.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I can do something, but it only lasts a minute, so I'm gonna wait for everyone to get here. And I don't know if it'll work or be big enough, so I'm just gonna hang out for a second, catch my breath.
It's more like that. They're kind of more like that space. So like in between where the little cross sections are, that's a safe spot. But anywhere basically in the room where they are is a dangerous spot. So Tanya, at the beginning of your turn, I do need a deck save. 2 deck saves actually. One for a chain, one for
Am I still affected by the gas because of the elemental?
Oh no, you're fine. That's correct. So you're there. As long as you stay with it. If you move out of it, you would have to make it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my movement action to stick with it.
Okay, so just make a deck save for the chain. And your friend the chain is back.
I just look disheveled and I just break the chain.
You attempt to break the chain. Why can't I?
And I fail miserably to break the chain.
Nope.
Tiny looks disheveled.
Alright, the elemental spirit goes to you. There's.
Banner, what did you just do? I'm gonna get quick to find out what he did if there's something I can do to help stop the others.
Oh, I just jammed it up.
But we used a wand. What did you use on the wand?
Oh, it's just an adhesive.
I think he's full of shit.
Roll an inside check. Ooh, that's actually not a bad roll. He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay, I like do it to the other one, and I reach out and touch him, and give him resistance.
Oh, okay. You do see he is also restrained. I don't remember if I actually dropped the restraint.
Oh shit.
If you don't want to resistance him, you want to like break him out because he's going to need his action to actually. If he can make it, he can jam it up, but he's got to have an action to use it once he gets there.
I guess, can I assist him on his roll? I've got a 10 strength. It's not like I'm going to break it.
Well, you could also attack it too. So you could potentially attack it. You could give him the 8 action to break it out. The only downside that way, though, is he has to use his action. So he could be set up for the following turn to jam it. Or he can eyeball it. He just might not. He's basically got to shove it inside in order for it to be effective enough. If he just tries to shoot it, it may work, but it may not.
Do I know if like wands like that need to be attuned? Do I know if I could get it from him if I could use it?
You've never seen a wand like this.
Okay.
But you typically know stronger wands, which you would kind of assess this may be, do typically require attunement.
Okay. You said I can attack the chain?
Yeah, so you can do like an attack spell, you can do an attack with a weapon, or you can do an athletics check. Unless you got some other random.
Is it moving wildly enough there? Could I like grab a hold of it and then ignite a firebolt in my hand while I'm holding it?
Yeah, you could do like a firebolt without disadvantage at close range. Because now that it's attached to him, it doesn't move around as much. It's basically more or less meant to restrain things in here.
Okay.
So once it catches something, it doesn't move too much.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to try to I'm going to grab the chain itself and then summon the firebolt in my hand to damage it. So do I have to roll the hit?
You do have to roll a hit, but you don't roll with disadvantage. That does hit. Just roll damage in chat. Yeah, that does. You just watch as you kind of hold it and you melt the chain in your hand. It kind of snaps. So he is no longer restrained.
And I'm doing that. I'm like, do it to the other ones.
All right. Want to do one more round, or how much longer you guys want to play? Doesn't really matter to me.
I could do one more.
I'm easy.
All right. Let's do another one. So here we go. Tanya.
Sounds good.
You're currently restrained. You don't need to make the save for the gas. What do you want to do?
I gotta break my way free.
Remember, you can attack too. You don't have to do that.
Hold on, I'm taking a look at something. Alright, I don't know if this will work, but let's give it a try, just for shits and giggles.
Sure.
How restrained am I? Am I able to get the water out of my bag?
Yeah, it's just your legs currently restrained. You're just movement 0.
How's the gas coming out of the pillar?
Through numerous holes. So there's like 20 to 40 holes on each side that are all shooting out the gas.
This will take a little too much work. You know what? Let's just give it a try. See if we can at least lower the amount of gas coming out.
If you had an alchemist jug, you could just fill it full of mayonnaise and shove it in the holes.
Well, I was thinking something crazy almost like that. I'm gonna make it so the water runs down my side of the pillar, so it reaches. So basically, it's falling down the holes and into the pillar.
So they're kind of flat, like they stick out. It doesn't drip. Like you could try to like pour some into there using your water skin, or what are you doing?
I just need it to be wet. I'm gonna try and freeze it.
Okay. You really only have your water skin.
I think I'm trying to use.
What are you trying to freeze it with? What's your cold spell?
A ray of frost.
I mean, you can put your finger in there and cast Ray of Frost and maybe jam up some stuff. If you want to put your finger in.
I'm just gonna shoot a ray of frost down the hole.
Sure. We'll attack with the Ray of Frost.
Use my put my gun right on the hole and shoot Ray of Frost.
Okay. So roll your attack. Just flat. Let's see what the dice says.
Not gonna roll.
Okay. You don't freeze up everything, but you do limit the capacity. It's only working about half efficiency right now.
Okay. And I guess I can't use my bonus action to break free.
No, unfortunately not. Gronk. You step out of the room and you see the other three.
Well, we stopped here.
Don't go further. There's a bit of a hefty trap up ahead.
It's trapped using magic.
It's what?
Trapped using magic.
It's trapped using magic?
Mm-hmm. It's a trap using magic.
Magic missile specifically. Just give me a moment. I'm thinking.
It will be taxing, but I might be able to get us close to it. Then maybe use acid or something to destroy the statue, or to. Actually, I guess she didn't see the statue, did she?
No. You just had Leah describe it to you.
How tall is this
Okay,
room?
if she described the statue. Then...
Leah would know what a beholder looks like too, so Leah would know what the statue is of.
Okay, might be able to use acid or something to destroy the statue.
How tall is this room?
How tall is it?
Yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah, Gotham is currently raging. There are people between him and his next target.
You can move past them without pushing them out at your own risk, because they're not actively engaged in combat. All right, the minute you come into view, it does immediately shoot at you, so it's that square. You take 51 points of force damage, reduced to 25. Is it
Gotham keeps running forward.
okay?
And swings his super nice axe
You
at
are
it.
not within range. You got to get closer. So you're going to swing at an eye stalk, or what part are you trying to hit?
The big part.
The eye?
No, just
Any
any
part
of it.
head? Sure, roll an attack.
26.
So you go ahead and you hit the statue. Makes like a mild crack in it.
Swings again.
Max. Trying to hit the chain, so he needs con. Failed, unfortunately. Oh, with a +3 with his own aura, he does pass, so he takes half. 28 reduced to 14. He'll make an athletics check to break free, which is successful. And run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Spirit Thirst.
I'm going before Ben?
You go before him. Yeah, he hasn't gone again yet.
Okay. I'm going to attack the chain that's close, like on the outside there.
Okay. I get where you're going
where
for.
he's running, maybe I can keep him from getting attacked.
Sure. Just roll an attack. Yeah, clearing the path for where he's running to so he doesn't have to. Oh, yeah. Easy enough. Roll your damage. Don't forget, that's 3 dice now. You are level 11.
Should it change at 11?
Yep.
Oh, right. I forgot her
All the
cantrips all buff
cantrips
up.
bumped up a dice, everybody. If you're Eldritch Blasting, you get another beam.
Is it still
Except
alive?
I think our Warlock's out here. Oh, yeah. It's regrowing, but you blast that fucking thing. It's not going to be able to grab it. So, mission accomplished.
This is just a test. There we go.
Nice. Let's see. Clear the way for him with an action. Any bonus or other movement? You can move literally up to like where the cross is. You can. It's a 20-foot square, so you can
Okay, I
move
put the
like
wrong. I was
right
just trying
up.
to mark it for everybody.
Oh no, for sure. So like, as long as you're between the crosses, you're okay on the gas. It's when you like get into the square section that you got to worry. Except Dark's right now is at half capacity.
I can get like
Because
right there.
Partly frozen. Yeah, exactly. Ari. You see Grogum just right around the corner, and you just see all these beams, and you just see Grogum getting smacked by him, like, cling! Cling!
He's not going to be able to keep that up forever. I'm going to try and protect him. Let's see. I believe it is centered on self, but does it follow? Let me double check that. No, it's immobile. Okay. She's going to burst around the corner.
Alright, so the minute you become
Does
visible,
it change focus, or?
it just launches barrages. Nothing ever moves. It's like these things just keep firing out. However, Ari,
Okay.
what are you doing first? Tell me what you're doing first.
Well, she's going to be running. I'm just measuring out where to.
Okay. So the minute you like these things are going to be coming straight at you the minute you come around the corner.
Yeah. She will go for a shield to hopefully at the very least help reduce it.
Okay. So that gives me all the info I need to know. So as you round the corner, kind of prepping with what you just kind of saw Leah do, you run out, and as the beams shoot at you, you reach up to cast shield, and you just watch all of the magic missiles dissipate. In front of you.
Ooh. So ponder it for probably about half a second, then continue focusing on her goal to think about that after. Once she gets to there, she's going to use her action to cast Globe of Invulnerability.
Okay.
You did take it.
Mm-hmm.
And what is this
Okay.
So
global
any
thing?
magic that any spell of I believe it is, let me double check the
5th
spell
level.
level. Yeah, 5th level or lower, even if it's using a higher slot or is like a more powerful version, any spell that is a 5th level or lower that tries to go into the dome is immediately dispelled.
There's only one problem you run into.
Or
You
yeah,
go to release the spell and you find
I'm
yourself
assuming the problem is
unable to.
Gold is
Oh.
here.
does something actively dispel it, or does she just
Roll an
seem
investigation
to
check.
not?
And you also notice the glowing of the statue also dissipated. You are very perplexed.
Inquiry. Does she actually? Well, two things. First, did she burn the spell slot for the shield?
No. Oh, for
Okay.
the
And did she burn?
shield, yes, because you weren't trying to. That's not what stopped it.
Okay,
However, you did
and-
not blow the higher level one for the spell you were just trying to cast because you could not cast it. Something is preventing your casting.
She'll now look around a bit confused. That's weird.
Where are my? No, I guess not. Well, actually, no, Leah. Arcana check. My little dark elf friend.
Oh, joy.
You sense a strange presence.
Go on.
Not like you've particularly felt with your home people. You're typically more akin to feeling like devils and demons in the past and other types of things that you've seen from things you've studied or from your history. This seems strange. It's kind of an ominous presence, but you've not felt it before. In fact, you almost confuse it for the eyes that were shooting you earlier in the maze. You almost confuse it for that.
Something is here.
But right now, this chamber is inactive, so you guys are not actually in combat right now. So we'll
Bunkum is
say
still swinging.
between it's a magical statue, so even with the Adamite X, you could probably take a couple of days before it will actually start to break. However, it is inactive. We'll say over the course of a couple of turns that the guys in the container are managed to jam them all up and get you guys out.
Yeah, the spirit will be attempting to break Tanya free and fly into the open room with her.
Yeah, so at this point, you're all free of the traps and have managed to disarm them.
Good question. What happens to the elemental or not the elemental, the spirit when it comes in?
When it comes in, right now, nothing.
Does it dissipate or? Okay.
What are you looking at?
I was just the spirit was following its commands and protecting from the poison. So it was coming through here, and I just wasn't sure if it was going to disappear or not.
Did you turn to command it?
No, she's more looking around in front of her. She's kind of perplexed as to what's going on.
Oh, yeah. So he kind of just walks in.
Okay then.
Leah.
Ooh, I don't like any of this. It's not firing anymore?
Nope.
Take
You
a
still feel the strange presence too.
very cautious step around the corner. What's going on? Very
would
cautious
also
step forward.
remind you, due to one of your feat abilities, you might have a way to help yourself.
Too many things to remember.
It's a racial feat.
Um,
It's the one you got for your background, not for your
Well,
same thing that lets
went
you
around
fly.
the corner. I went
Ah.
to shoot, and then all the missiles disappeared. I tried to cast a spell, and nothing happened.
I'm just gonna detect magic.
All
Try
right, so
that.
you just innately bring up your magic detection from your bloodline. You don't see any magic active at all, except coming from Ari's right hand.
Alright, show me your hand real quick. Your right one.
So,
As you go and
okay.
you show her your right palm, your detect magic immediately ends, as there's an eyeball in Ari's hand looking up at both of you. And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
What?
What?
You see. Actually, I'll give you both an investigation check with advantage. Oh, it's
Ari
blinking.
has an immediate shocked expression,
Ooh,
It-
not
and
good.
apparently is in shock.
A almost hexagonish purple star-shaped iris with a black set in a black eye, and it just kind of blinks. That's
It's
it.
it's the beholder, right? It's the beholder? I don't like that I don't know or not.
See, we need to dig it out of her hand.
But that's the story for next week. I would just like to point out it's been there for a while. It comes and goes, but you guys have missed in both games things akin to this storyline.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know those perception checks I kept making you guys make?
No.
Exactly.
I don't recall them either.
Remember every time we'd go to like pick a portal? You guys just suck at making perception checks. That's all it is.
Well, I mean, you've seen Ari's perceptions. She's not the most observant.
Oh no, I'm not even making fun of you at this point. You're actually in the clear. I'm making fun of two other people.
I
I
huh?
have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh?
Exactly.
Huh?
Gronko?
Nope. You'll just have to wait and see. This is what you get for looking in places you're not supposed to look, Death.
Oh no. Oh no.
Death's watch and
Def,
Ari.
what did you do?
Not related. Not related to applesauce. Not related.
Okay,
to
okay.
Okay.
We don't talk about applesauce.
Def, what did you do?
Nothing.
Actually, though, you do kind of recognize the aura. It doesn't belong to a person, but you felt it from a person before as well. Baynor would probably pick on it, but Baynor's in a different room. Satesh also throws off this same vibe.
Do I remember what the devil's eyes look like, or am I completely off here?
The devil's eyes do not look like that.
Okay.
That's what my first thought was as well.
I've got no idea then.
Ooh. Ari, Theris, history checks. Is there any other original players here? I don't think so, right?
Two characters from my original play.
This was
That's
before
That's
your
about what I
time.
expect from ours.
Theris, you get one more roll because of one of your spirits. Oh wait, no. Nope, you're flat. You lost that spirit. Never mind. He's gone. You've seen a similar pattern to this before. There's a long, long time ago.
But I can't recall what it is.
I will talk to you guys later then.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
You kind of think on it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I'll give you just roll one more, which will be your advantage, because you did spend a good year with that damn spirit. That is better. If you actually want, what's your bonus? Do you want to help him with your?
He's using int, so I've only got a +3 total.
Well, no, he can give you his modifier. I believe you have extra uses, right, Dark?
As a bone.
I think he can add +3
I Dark's
checks and save.
already.
Oh, did he? No, he's still in chat. Whether he's there.
Because I'm not proficient in history, so that's why it's low.
Well, no, but I think he can give you like a +3 just by being near you.
It's left.
But yeah, anyways, you've seen a similar design, although slightly different before. Way back when,
Suspects.
at the Abbey.
Is that one of the things that was on the wall or the floor?
No. These were the illusionary images being created by the cult illusionists, the Great Arcane Eyes.
Who is that? I should know.
I remember
Probably.
early on,
So Ari's the only one, or the only original, isn't he?
Ari and you are the only people that would have experienced that. So when you
No.
first had experienced the cult, when you're investigating the purple plants and all that nonsense, the very first
Right.
person who ever stole that soul from, people like him, and him, he actually did it at the cultist camp, I think, basically would summon these great images of these eyes, and people would sit in front of them and like awe and worship them and stare at them mindlessly.
Now, did we clear out the poison like over where everybody else is, or are we still in the middle of that?
No, it's all cleared out. You guys are basically all in that last room with the statue
Okay.
that is currently not active for now.
I'm like, Ari, do you remember that?
Remember
Hi.
an eye in my hand?
Yeah, I'll go over like explaining, back when, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh! You don't even have to. You have your wand with you, right?
My wand, yeah.
Your wand of dancing lights?
Yeah.
It's on it.
This here.
He
Remember where I
turns
got
his
this, and then I
wand
point to the
upside down, and on the bottom of the wand is the exact same shape, but in a design, not an
Now-
actual eye.
Curiosity.
Uh-huh.
Is this just like a drawing of an eye? Or is this a physical eye has kind of manifested out of her hand? And
You actually have an eye with an eyelid in your hand right now.
Guillermo del Toro.
The
Okay.
design on the bottom of his wand is a drawing or like a design of an eye that's designed into the wand. That eye is not always there. Like you would have noticed the eyeball on your hand doing many different things. It is just there right now. But for some reason, you are stopping magic.
Okay, so here's the question. Why is there an eye in my hand?
I don't know. I was gonna
We'll
ask you
figure
the
that
same
out
thing.
in the next episode.
In the next episode, why is there an eye in my hand? I didn't order this.
I had no idea. I still have no idea.
Yeah, so
Dash, what have you done?
Discuss all this.
This
in
isn't my
detail.
fault, right?
so every time it's just the matching set. But every time you've ever had a chance to see it, you guys literally roll like a 3 or a 5.
When does it
You
appear?
remember what
Portals?
Takesh told you the last time we didn't play the week before last, right?
Yeah.
Oh, to Ari. Do you remember what he told you?
What Satesh told me?
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember specifically. It's been a couple of weeks.
He said that he'd be in touch with you later because you guys had a conversation to have.
Oh.
More or less, I'd have to actually go back to YouTube and watch exactly what I said. But it was something along those lines.
I think she assumed that he was. I didn't think he was. He was referring, or she didn't know he was referring to something like this.
Oh dear. Does anyone need any more
Night,
time
Arbor.
to level 11 it? Or I think everyone's pretty much done it, other than Max, you can go to 11.
I'm good.
All right, I'm going to close this down. Any hoozle, thank you all for playing, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Hey guys.
For sure.
Not everybody.
See you guys.